What's going on, guys? It is S0LEB back again for another Quakecon 2017 video. This time around, I'm here to talk about my experience with Skyrim VR. So as a lot of you guys know, Skyrim VR launches on PlayStation VR November 17th, launches on HTC Vive sometime next year. Now, the demo I was able to play was in the Bleak Falls Barrow area. It was basically the Bleak Falls Barrow quest, but it was kind of a smaller demo than what I expected, but I still had fun with what I got to play. So what we did is we started at the bottom of the mountain where the Bleak Falls Barrow quest starts, traversed our way up the mountain, we took on the enemies and tried out a lot of the PlayStation VR kind of system and how they do the things that they do with the motion controls, and it was good. It was something that that I think you're going to have to get a little used to. And I know with PlayStation VR, it's a little bit different from Oculus and HTC Vive. I think you need some good lighting to get like exactly what you really want with the whole the camera and the motion sensors and so on and so forth. But like I said, it worked pretty well. There was only a couple times that while I was walking or traversing my way through that my hand, my right hand of the character actually just like floated off to the left hand side of the screen. But I think that was because I was moving too far away from the actual PlayStation camera. So once I moved closer to it, the tracking popped back and it popped back where it was supposed to be. Also, through this demo, there was basically a quick jump button. It was the move button on the top of the controller. I just held that down and it kind of shot me wherever the end of the little arrow was. And that was pretty cool. One thing that is a little different though, as you move around in the game, I think if you push circle and square, you're able to move your head on circle. I think it's left, and square it's right. No, I'm sorry, opposite. Square is left, circle is right. But whenever you click that, you kind of move around in a circle in that one area you're standing. So it's easier for you to turn that way. At first, it took me a little bit to kind of get used to it. But afterwards, whenever I finally it was said and done, and I was kind of more or less used to the controls, it was something of kind of a second nature. So after that, we moved into the ancient Nordic ruins, and I tried out the bow and arrow. Now, I had a lot of trouble with the bow and arrow. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of a little bit all over the place, but as I said before, it's something that you're gonna have to get used to, because with the right motion control or the right move control, you move the arrow over and you actually put it on the bow and then you pull it back. So you have to hold the left motion control up and then pull back with the right motion control and then let go with the left motion control. So it was a lot to do with your hands at one time, especially whenever it wasn't really tracking properly and the bow was kind of moving all over the place. But as I said, that's not really a big concern. I guess if they have to do an update on tracking, they can do an easy update. But besides that, with the actual combat and everything, it was pretty cool to be able to swing some of those Nordic swords around, and like pick my hand up and shoot fire at some of these guys. But it was a real kind of short demo. Whenever we got to the part of the Bleak Falls quest, and there was the giant spider that dropped down after I killed him, and I released the guy that was in the web, you couldn't really go any farther. So I kind of moved my way back out of the ancient Nordic area, and I was just kind of like looking around, trying to use the bow a little bit more. But basically from what I gathered in this is that I think it's probably going to work best on PlayStation 4 Pro, on the PS4 Pro, because the version that they had, it was a little blurry. It may have just been because I didn't have my glasses on, and it was a little bit blurrier for me, but the frame rate worked great. There wasn't any heavy glitches or anything like that. It seemed to be a pretty good port of Skyrim, and I'm really excited to test this out whenever it comes out in November 17th. So, as I said, I had a pretty good time playing Skyrim. There was a couple of little technical issues of motion tracking and getting the bow exactly how I needed to be. But it was a fun little demo. Guys, remember, here in just a bit, I'm going to go do some hands-on with Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, and I'll be back to talk to you guys about that. Also, I'll be back to talk about Wolfenstein 2 and the demo that I got to play here at Quakecon 2017. I really appreciate you guys watching this. Please make sure to check back soon for more information about Quakecon 2017 and the games that I got to try out this year. Peace out.